Could
the Cowboys are trading All-Pro Micah Parsons to the Packers. This guy's so upset.
Oh, no.
And they agreed to a 4-year, $188 million deal, $136 million guaranteed.
Unbelievable.
$47 million per year.
Woo!
Good for him.
This is
Good for Micah. I am happy for him. Wow.
This is my nightmare.
I love this. Because here, look, Buffalo obviously would have been a great spot for him. As a guy that likes the Ravens, I'm glad he's not in Buffalo. I'm glad he's in the NFC. I think the Packers, wow, this is great for them.
All right, can I ask a question real quick?
Love it.
Are we able to revise our NFC North prediction?
Yeah, really.
Like,
there's a huge wrench.
It starts put a huge wrench in predictions. Go ahead, bro.
I had him winning the division.
Mm-hmm.
This could end up revising my Super Bowl pick. We'll see. But I love this for the Packers. I mean, the question marks outside of if anybody's questioning Jordan Love's was the defense. I mean, come on, you got one of arguably the best defenders. They already had a good defensive team.
Blew this thing up.
It's insane. It's insane.
Listen, look at Greg.
Do we know what
Greg, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It's infuriating, Greg.
Unbelievable.
So this is we got to see what they traded away. But
I tell you, they traded a lot of draft picks.
Yeah, but hold on. Can I?
This is.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think this is a bigger story for the Packer? Do you think this is a Packer story,
Cowboys,
or do you think it's a Cowboys?
I think it's both.
Go ahead.
This is the Khalil Mack trade, which is one of the craziest trades in NFL history. Khalil Mack was the multiple-time All-Pro, second contract. The team that drafted him didn't do it. The most ever given up to get him, and then the biggest contract ever for a defensive player. That's what the Bears...
It didn't work out that well.
That's what I'm hoping for as a Bears fan here.
But do you think that's going to happen?
The Packers are much better than the Bears were when they acquired Khalil Mack. So this is what the Packers are betting on. This is the missing piece. We've got the quarterback under contract. We've got the coach. We hired the new defensive coordinator last year that got all of the turnovers and the takeaways. We got the young offense, the really young wide receiver core. They've missed on a few first-round picks on defense. And now they have arguably the best.
That the Cowboys are now listening to trade offers for Micah Parsons. What's your reaction to that?
Micah Parsons, say that. You can report all you want. There's no way they're allowing Micah Parsons to go anywhere. All of it, all of this is part of the negotiations. And as I talked to Jerry the other day on my podcast, and he was talking about it the other day when he tried to make that offer, he said somebody told him to shove it up his rear and all of that. Honestly, it blew my mind. It blew my mind that any kind of conversation like that would be going on in a situation like this. Micah Parsons, I want him to take control of this thing and say, I don't care about you two and whatever y'all got going. Get your butts in a room and get my money on that paper. That's what you need to be doing. So I'm hoping that's what gets done. But I guarantee Micah Parsons not going anywhere. Jerry's not that crazy. This is all what we call just negotiation stuff.
I don't think Micah Parsons has leverage. I don't think he has leverage. I think what Jerry Jones has shown him to be is an unbelievable businessman. He has the most profitable organization, sports organization in the world, Craig, in the world. So when you're talking about that type of business tactic, what Micah Parsons has done has said, hey, I'm holding out. You know what? I'm going to demand a trade. Okay, cool. I'm going to add something else in there. Well, Jerry Jones has said, he's showing his hand on the Stephen A show. Hey, we got you for 3 years, meaning we can franchise tag you for 2 of those years. You're still under contract this year if we really want to be petty. Now, the question is, we've seen what Jerry Jones is capable of doing. We've seen it with Emmitt Smith. We've seen it with Ezekiel Elliott. We've seen it with a plethora of players. Now, the question really comes down to Micah Parsons. Do you got it in you to really stand on business, as we call it? You dig what I'm saying? Because if you hold out, cool. Now, the thing about it, holding out still comes back down to the number one key in all of business. What's your leverage? Mm-hmm. And I don't think Micah Parsons has a lot of leverage in this case to demand what he's willing to ask.
Hold on to your seats, NFL fans. because the Dallas Cowboys just dropped a bombshell that's rocking the league to its core. All-Pro superstar Micah Parsons, yes, the Micah Parsons, with 256 tackles, 63 tackles for loss, and a monstrous 52.5 sacks in just 63 games, has been traded to the Green Bay Packers. This isn't just news. It's a betrayal that leaves Cowboys Nation reeling in despair. Jerry Jones traded their defensive heart for 2 first-round picks, 2026, 2027, and Pro Bowl DT Kenny Clark. Is this madness or genius? As a Ravens fan, I'm relieved he's not in the AFC. But Dallas fans, this is your nightmare come true. A crumbling empire on the brink of collapse. The internet's exploding, and you won't believe what's next. But how did we get to this catastrophic moment? Let's dive into the fiery negotiations that set this trade ablaze. This trade didn't just happen, it was born in a crucible of tension and ego. Word broke that Dallas was fielding trade offers for Parsons, but we all thought, no way they'd let him go. Wrong. Jerry Jones, the billionaire mastermind behind the NFL's most profitable team, played hardball like a ruthless king. On a podcast, he let slip that someone told him to shove his offer up his rear. That's the raw drama behind closed doors. Parsons needed to storm in and demand, "Forget YouTube noise. Put my money on paper." But leverage? He had none. Jerry smirked on Stephen A.'s show. "We got you for 3 years," waving franchise tags like a guillotine. This is a power struggle where Dallas's defense risks collapsing without its cornerstone. Parsons' holdout threats, crushed by Jerry's iron will. With negotiations shattered, let's unpack the jaw-dropping deal that sealed Parsons' fate. Brace yourselves for the numbers. Parsons lands a 4-year, $188 million deal with the Packers, $136 million guaranteed, a staggering $47 million per year. It's a king's ransom for the NFL's best defender. Dallas gets Kenny Clark and 2 first-rounders. But is that enough to plug the gaping hole left by Parsons' 52.5 sacks and 63 TFLs? This feels like duct taping a sinking ship. For Green Bay, it's a coup. Their defense, already solid, now boasts a game-changer. As a Bears fan quipped, this is Khalil Mack 2.0 pray it flops like Chicago's did. But with Jordan Love, a sharp coach, and a young offense, the Packers are Super Bowl bound. Dallas? They're betting on a shaky future, and fans smell disaster. The deal's done. But the reactions are electric. Let's see who's cheering and who's raging. The internet's on fire, folks. This trade is my personal nightmare as a fan, but Cowboys Nation? They're in freefall. Draymond Green tweeted, "Wow. Jerry didn't want to pay the money. Good bag, Micah." Then Rachel Nichols twisted the knife, posting a Parsons, Luka Doncic jersey swap. Rough year for Dallas fans, man. Double gut. Punch after the Mavs traded Doncic to the Lakers for Anthony Davis and scraps post. Finals. Dallas sports are crumbling, fans are livid, calling Jerry a fool. But Packers fans? They're dancing. Parsons could flip NFC North predictions and Super Bowl odds. Controversial take. Is Jerry sabotaging his own legacy? Drop your thoughts below. This drama's splitting the NFL in two. Speaking of splits, this trade echoes a historic NFL blunder. Let's compare it to the past. This is Khalil Mack 2.0, folks, one of the wildest trades ever. The Raiders ditched Mack, an all-pro, for picks. The Bears paid huge, then flopped. As a Bears fan, I'm praying Green Bay crashes too. But here's the twist. The Packers are stacked Jordan Love, a turnover, hungry defense, and a blooming offense. Parsons, with his 52.5 sacks, is their Reggie White, a Super Bowl key. Dallas? They're rolling the dice on draft picks, risking a defensive collapse. History screams caution. Mack's trade was hype, then regret. Will Parsons make Green Bay legends or leave them burned? The stakes are sky high. As history looms, let's see how this reshapes both teams' futures. Dallas enters a dark new era under coach Brian Schottenheimer, leaning on Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens. But without Parsons' 63 TFLs, their defense is a house of cards. Jerry claims it's to stop the run, but it feels like denial as the empire crumbles. Meanwhile, the Packers are electrified. Parsons plugs their biggest gap, making their defense terrifying. This could rewrite Super Bowl odds. Controversial question. Did Dallas get fleeced? 2 picks in Clark for a phenom? Tell us in the comments this trade's a thriller and the danger's real. Amid the chaos, Parsons' reaction steals the show. Let's feel his triumph and pain. Picture this. Parsons, now 180, $8 million richer, runs around screaming, "I'm richer than ever." Fans on X slammed it as tone deaf, but his farewell post hit deep. This is a sad day, but not bitter. Wearing the star was the honor of my life. He'll stay tied to North Texas, giving back. Praise him. 256 tackles, 52.5 sacks earned that bag. But the divide is raw. Cowboys fans feel betrayed. Packers fans hyped. This human drama fuels the fire. Will riches bring rings or regret? As Parsons moves on, what's next for the NFL? Let's wrap this epic. This trade could doom Dallas to obscurity or crown Green Bay champions. Parsons might hoist the Lombardi, while Jerry's gamble teeters on disaster. NFL fans, you're hooked. Hit like if you're shocked, subscribe for more bombshells, and comment your predictions. The league's never been this wild, and we're just getting started.